And by the homie Samuel, I like to drum. Bro, what's going on with you? How you doing? How's everything going?
Oh, I'm sorry. Little technically challenged over. Tonight is looking good. I'm waiting for these stat corrections to come through. You know how they try to take that money out of our. But so far, it's looking like that I'm about to. I'm having a good night. So
Wonderful.
ready to get in this next slate.
Good, good, good. Yeah, things are going pretty well for me. Um, you know, I, on FanDuel, I really wish I didn't have as much exposure to a couple of other. We're gonna talk about these people. We're gonna talk about
Yeah,
this. We're gonna talk about this
yeah.
because tonight could have been a much better night than it
Hmm.
was. It was still decent. I made a little profit across both sites, so I'm cool with that. But let's go ahead, man, and we're gonna roll with our regular formatting of the show. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna jump right on in, and let's go ahead and start with our feature four plays of the night. These are the four most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. Now, first and foremost, we gotta talk about the homie, the Who Dat, scoring all them points over their play of the night. This is
Fire
yo Elf, man, yo in the shop. The word on the street was you gotta put Elf on the keep Elf on the
Put
shelf. I was
on the
like
shelf.
no, I said no, I said my favorite stack today is Orlando, and I was looking real stupid during the first half of this game where they were getting the doors blown off of them. But it's just something told me to stack them up. And I'm telling you, Elf went out and had one of those excellent games. Yo, against Cleveland, you know, backcourt against Cleveland, it just is a thing. It's just a thing.
Yep, yep, yep. Elf went out there. I mean, look, I'm not gonna kid you. When I saw that blowout, I said, man. And tons of people had Orlando players too. They had Orlando, and folks were hurting. But come the second half, they took a foot off the gas pedal. They started to play down, and Orlando said, "All right, cool." Boom,
And
came
that's
back,
came back.
almost won the game.
Almost won the game, bro. They ended up losing by 1 point. So shout out to Elf Payton. Tonight, you are the Who Dat scoring all them points over there. Player tonight. This is a guy, man. Remember last season, bro? The dude would drop triple doubles, man. The
Hmm.
dude would score 70 plus points in certain parts of the season. So be on the lookout for him in a good spot. Be on the lookout for him in good spots. The next guy I'm going to talk about is the how did I miss that play tonight? I'm going to be honest with you. I can tell you how I missed this play. Very very simple the way I missed this one. I just I just played
Ooh, cat.
no, it's just no
Oh,
Nurkic.
Norkin.
It's
Okay,
it's
okay,
Nurkic. It's
okay,
Nurkic.
okay.
It's Nurkic. And the way I missed them is I just fell in love with the top. Either I had Embiid or I had Towns. I just fell in love with the top. And while we did talk about Nurkic and we talked some about Sabonis, but I just never got around to paying down. I fell in love with the long ball, play the guys that were the higher price centers. We knew it was a two center night at least on DraftKings, and those were the guys that I rolled out with. So I just did not have any exposure to Yusuf Nurkic, and how the fuck did I miss that? The dude went out and
The only reason Nurkic made it into my lineup was simply because he fit. I mean, because I played on FanDuel, you have Embiid over 10K. I'm like, man, there's some other high priced guys that I want to fit in. You got Cat, what, 9.1, 9.2.
right,
I saw Nurkic. I said, you know what? I'm going to roll with him. And he went out there, didn't disappoint.
the success that he had in past games against the Houston Rockets, and I'm talking it was like 60, 73, 60. Like he just had like all these absurd amounts of great games
I'm
against the
telling you.
Rockets, and that put us on him. One thought was, well, Jimmy Butler wasn't on that last year's team. That was
He
one
did
thought.
say that. He did
That's
say
one
that.
thought. But that thought was quickly supplanted by Jimmy Butler's speech to the media about the team after that big loss they had. He was like, "Yo, we think we are a lot better than we are. We got to get our asses in gear." And this team has been on a tear somewhat lately. And we saw Carly Towns come out and answer that bell. I'm talking 5 blocks. I thought he had 6 blocks. They took one away from him. I thought he had 6 blocks, but
That's that stat correction.
that was a
See what I'm
stat
talking
correction.
about?
Exactly.
Just
So
taking points away.
37 minutes, 22 boards, 16 boards on the same day.
Highway
We
robbery.
on the same day we went to the polls and we stood in line on Twitter and we tweeted out NBA vote.
Mm-hmm.
Made you the most voted for All-Star this season. And
Mm-hmm.
how do you repay us with your punk ass? You go out and you rob us. 11.3, we give you 11.3 thousand DraftKings dollars,
Shit.
12.5 thousand FanDuel, and you bring back 30 punk ass points.
Bruh.
What the? Man, you's a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass, and I'm not gonna roster your bitch ass again. I ain't gonna do it.
I'm on it. Never.
Tonight. Because this is
Oh, you gonna give
LeBron.
him another chance?
No, this is the
Give him
king.
another chance.
Come on now. This is King. This is King James. You can't.
Oh man.
You can't make the king dead to you now. You can't kill the king. All right.
Man, 12.5, bruh.
Oh man. But this.
12.5.
Hey, this was horrible though. This was one of those nights when you got to remember the 92-point game. I thought immediately about the 92-point game. That's the only thing I could think of to keep me from completely saying, "Yo, this dude is fucking dead to me. I'll never play him again." You know
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm waiting for the next game. I'm getting my money back.
Have a pretty solid 7-game slate to get into, man. We've got the Natty Tellies that are national televised games where we have the Wizards going to Detroit to take on the Pistons. We also have my New York Knicks going to Utah to take on the Jazz at 10:30. So let's go ahead, chop up these games one by one, go over the slate in its entirety, and see if we can come up with a foundational pool of players. Now, this is the homie, Sam. He goes on tour. This is his like third podcast of the night. This is this dude's like third podcast of the night. So hopefully he's got the energy. He is sharp. He's on point. He is his usual self. And point total with the Raptors being a 5-point favorite. Now we already know what time it is. This is a completely different team now. Now LaMarcus Aldridge, this is your squad. There's no Kawhi Leonard. He's out indefinitely. How can we look to attack this San Antonio team with the Toronto Raptors playing at home? Or do we go the other way? Do we attack the Toronto Raptors with some of the finer points from the San Antonio Spurs? What's your take on this one?
Man, so I'm looking at Toronto, and Toronto, when I compare the prices on the 7 for Kyle Lowry, DeRozan, Danny Green is back. But DeRozan is not an ordinary shooting guard. He is not an ordinary shooting guard, and I think that you can definitely look at DeRozan if you're willing to play 8.4. Serge Ibaka, you know what? I was attacking LaMarcus Aldridge, and I felt like they became an even better defensive team when Kawhi came in. But now that he's out, I think we can look at Ibaka at 5.3.
Okay.
And from San Antonio, I'm just looking at LMA.
Okay. Well, I agree with that completely. With the LMA take, like he's one of my favorite plays. He's looking pretty Corey right now. Just looking at the first game on the slate, 8.6, very fair price on
0.6 on DraftKings.
8.6 on DraftKings. I like that.
Oh, I got to pay for him on FanDuel. He's 9.1.
I like exactly. So you got Pau Gasol at 6.4. That's kind of a Pau Gasol on DraftKings at 6.4 is kind of like a nuts check play. Like if you really believe in him, pay this price for him, kind of. And he's like on the cusp for me. He's a guy that I could play. I could play him here at 6.4.
Pau's 5.7.
He's
5.7 on FanDuel.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But he's only a center eligible on FanDuel, right?
Exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah, see that. Yeah, that's the tough part about over there, man, because you only get one shot, one kill, the center spot.
That's it.
So on DraftKings, the fact that he's so much cheaper on DraftKings, I mean on FanDuel, he's on DraftKings, that's kind of gonna take him out of consideration for me some. Just because, man. No, I don't love him. I was gonna talk about his defense, about him.
Oh, okay.
Being so bad defensively at 4.1. And he's probably going to be matched up, of course, with Kyle Lowry, who I think will have any issue getting around him and getting to the basket, making him where he likes to do. So I do like Kyle Lowry here. What's your take on?
Literally, look, I said 4.9. I got me a star. Yes, I look at his game log. I'm like 32 minutes, 29, 36. This and out 22 minutes.
Right.
So I'm like, man, now this dude is going to Toronto. And I guess OG isn't really that kind. He's not like a shutdown defensive player, but I don't know. It's really going to be tough for me to click on Anderson's name. It's really tough. I'm struggling.
Yo, he's pretty pesky actually. OG is, and if you giving me 20 minutes, if I can get 20 minutes of OG at 3.3 against Kyle Anderson, I might even like that if I'm just on some I need some
Ooh,
salary savings really.
ooh, that's a pesky move, man. Small forward is actually a dumpster dive tonight. So
For the Chief, Paul Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge. Next game we got is going to be Miami. So Miami, well, I ain't gonna say Miami has woken up, but Hassan Whiteside
yes,
sure
sir.
has.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All over.
Now, yo, are we getting some audio feedback issues?
Are we?
Let me see.
He said it's wigging out.
Hassan Whiteside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, yo, are we getting some audio feedback issues?
I don't really hear it.
Me either. Sounds good to me.
All right.
I mean, just
Anybody else hearing it? Because I think it's just Sean.
Yeah,
Anybody else hear it?
just let us know if there's something going on with the audio. So, now talking about Miami, but Brooklyn is not. They are one of the worst teams in the league against point guards and centers. And with these two positions being the best parts of the Miami offense, I don't see how you cannot consider pairing Whiteside with Goran Dragic if you do like this game. And of course, we love to stack teams against Brooklyn, no matter who they are. So give me some Whiteside, give me some Dragic. What do you think the other way?
You know what? As I completely agree with the Whiteside play, but as far as Dragic on FanDuel, I have a little pause on Dragic, man. Just a little pause, and the reason being, there are some other point guards that I like a little more on the slate that are cheaper. That I think what this guy has been doing. I don't know if it's going to be Crab or Carroll facing them because they switch swap all the time. Now on the Brooklyn side, I only really like DeMarco Carroll. That's it. That's it. I know Crab has looked good last couple games. I understand that Spencer Dinwiddie, he's a little different when he plays at home, but I just can't get there with their prices because I like so much more that's around them.
Now, I do fear rim protection in terms of going up against a game. So I do fear rim protection. So slashers that need to get to the basket in order to really maximize on their exposure. Cats like Dinwiddie, I'm not going to be in love with, but I think Allen Crabbe, a guy who's going to shoot a lot of jumpers on the perimeter at 4.7, I kind of like him. Like you said, DeMarco Carroll, I think for his defensive presence, a really solid defensive player, I think he is there at 5.6. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else who I really like in this game too, man. RHJ, bro. I love Rondae Hollis Jefferson in this game.
Really?
Yeah, offensively, he's starting to round out. He's really starting to round out his game offensively. And if we don't see D'Angelo Russell, because D'Angelo playing changes a lot of this. He's a game time decision. He could be back.
He's actually playing.
Oh, he's following the procedure on his left knee, but has gone through some practices with the Nets G League affiliate recently, and has finally been cleared for a return to action. Considering he's had nearly 2 months off, Russell will likely have some significant restrictions the first few games. Okay, good. Yeah, the restrictions. Okay, he's gonna be restricted. That really doesn't change. A lot.
But man, when Russell was playing, bro, his fantasy points per minute was something stupid.
Right.
And even if his minutes are limited, man, he played 29 minutes, scored 45. I mean, this guy, who knows? He's been playing in the D League, so who knows? He might pull a Levine, play 15 minutes, drop 30. Who the hell knows? He's been playing in the D League, so who knows? He might pull a Levine, play 15 minutes, drop.
All right, should be back. We should be back here. Sorry about that, folks. My apologies. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so the game that we left off on, we just started to talk about the Wizards and the Detroit Pistons. Yo, let us know if you're still having any problem with the audio in the stream. I turned down the resolution, kind of took. Is it still lagging? Here we go. Yeah, so the game that we left off on.
Nah.
We just started to talk about.
Nah, yeah, it sounds good now. It sounds good.
All right,
sounds good.
Let's go. All right, cool. So we got Washington Wizards going to Detroit, take on the Pistons. It's only a 1 point differential with a 208-point total. John Wall 9.7, Bradley Beal 7.7. Yo, did I hear anything about somebody maybe injured or something going on with this game? Okay, Avery Bradley at 5.4. He's a game time decision. Of course, Reggie Jackson is out. Stanley Johnson, the game time decision. You got the Wiz going to Detroit. What are your thoughts on this one? Drummond 9.9. Ooh, he's priced up. What do you think about this?
Yeah, he's 10.2 on FanDuel, man. As far Washington, man, they're actually favored to win. This has a 1 point spread, so it's supposed to be a close game. 208 total. With that said, Detroit for the most part have limited the centers, the power forwards, and shooting guards lately, but that's not their true strength. Detroit hasn't really been that kind of a fierce defensive team that I'm fearing
Right.
this season anyway. The only problem is the price of the Washington Wizards. I mean, John Wall, man, he's 10-3. I'm struggling to get there. I mean, the guy has been averaging, you look at his game log, he's actually been averaging about 41. His last five, though, he's averaged close to 50.
Right.
His last five. So, I mean, he's there, but I just don't know if I want to pay for that on a 7-game slate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be frugal. I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to take the way of the sweatshop, and I'm going to pick Bradley Beal, 7.8. Avery Bradley, I don't think he's going to play. It's a 50-50 chance. He took a shot to the groin to see if it was going to help him make a quick recovery, but nah. So it'll be wise for him to sit down. No, I mean, what defensive presence is going to be on Bill? So that's the only Washington Wizard that I like tomorrow. On Detroit, it's just Tobias Harris. I have no respect for Marquise Morris' defense. Zero.
Now the only person that way I would like Beal is if in fact Avery Bradley is out. But if Avery Bradley plays, I'm not gonna be heavily on Beal. I like John Wall at 9.7. Like you said, he's been balling over the last few games. I think that continues. I like Markieff Morris at 4.7 against Tobias Harris defense, and I think Otto Porter being priced under 6K for what is this? It's like the second or third time that he's been priced this cheap. Wait a minute. Because this
Yeah,
normally,
he's 6.2 on FanDuel.
yeah, man. I mean, this dude is priced cheap, bro. He's priced cheap. In this matchup, I kind of like Otto Porter here at 5.6. He's gonna explode and have one of his games at some point, so I think he is usable. On the other side, Drummond is a little bit too priced up for me. Don't really love that one, but I think that Ish Smith is in play at 5.7, and that's it. I don't like a lot of these. And Tobias Harris. I'm sorry, at 6.5. Ish Smith,
Ooh.
Tobias Harris.
You gonna test John Wall's defense?
Uh,
Well, you know what? Never mind.
okay. I was
Never.
about to, okay. I was about to get. I was about to go in.
He was about to lay me out.
About to go in.
You're right. I take it back.
That's been my knock on John Wall. As long as he gets his one chase from behind block, he like thinks he's a good defender. Like you don't have to.
You're right.
You can drop
You're right.
40 on him, but as long as he chases you down and get that one block shot off the glass, he's like, yeah, I'm a good defender. I lead all point guards in blocks.
Sorry. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. So I'm not scared to play a chucker like Ish Smith against him with Avery Bradley out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not afraid to do that. Next game we got is gonna be the Sacramento Kings going to Memphis to take on the Grizzlies. We're going to the Grindhouse, baby, and this is gonna be a popular narrative throughout the day. It should be Zebo returning to the Grindhouse. Yo, Zach Randolph is the greatest player in Memphis Grizzlies history. Now I know he's got to contend with people like Big Country Reeves and who else is like one of the great Paul Gasol or no Mark Gasol and those cats. But yo, Zebo is like one of the most beloved players in Memphis Grizzlies history, and the crowd loves him. They always get up whenever he's there, and I think he could. I think he can have a good game today. 5.2, good price on him. I do like Zebo. He's looking kind of Corey to me right off the bat. De'Aaron Fox at 5K. Don't really love him. We've got to dig through this Memphis Grizzlies shit to see exactly what's happening because remember the last time they were feeding us this Deontay Davis kid, and my better judgment was telling me JaMychal Green, Jarrell Martin, stop. That's it. But you see what happened. So what do you think about this one? I know you're liking some of the Grizzlies guys here.
I do. I love the Memphis guys. Now, Zach Randolph, That was talked up to me. I just had to succumb to it because it makes sense. They do love this guy in Memphis, and I think this is going to be his first game back. Well, his first game that he's going to be going to Memphis since he's left them. So that's probably going to be a huge deal for him. So Zach Randolph, and that's it for me on Sacramento. Uh, in the got to check out Marc Gasol, his status, because he is questionable still with an illness. Man, this flu's going around the whole NBA, man. Andrew Harrison, he's out. Well, not out, but he's questionable. So Tyreek Evans and Jermichael Green. I'm going to go back to with Green and Evans. I think he's playable at 8,800. His what he's been averaging is just about his salary. I mean, 46, 44, 22, 41, 42. He's only had one stinker, and that was against Denver. So I like Tyreek Evans. So those are my three picks from this game.
And a couple quick questions from the YouTube chat, man. Yo, the homies are asking, last time in Memphis, they're saying last time in Memphis he didn't play well. Well, he wasn't playing in Memphis, he was playing in Sacramento, but he was playing in
Yep.
Memphis. Okay,
Yep.
so then they're saying, will he get the playing time? And I kind of think he will. I think they know this meant to the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm not surprised they don't have some type of damn tribute to him or something. Like these coaches know what's going on. They know that he's a beloved guy here, and I wouldn't have any issue. I mean, he played 23, 27, 22, 25. It's not like he's under 20 minutes consistently. He's been playing 20 plus minutes, and that's all you really need from him in this matchup at 5.2 is to play 20 plus. I think that's doable. So I definitely think that Zach Randolph is in play, especially if word breaks that he's going to be starting. So Mario Chalmers
And check out Scal too. Check out Scal.
Yep. Yep.
Scal is actually questionable with a shoulder injury.
Yep, he's a game time decision. Yep, he's a game time decision.
Now, give Zebo a look, guys. Come on.
What happens to the Kobe Simmons kid? Like, do we see a resurgence from him if Harrison can't go, or do you think they go to like Wayne Selden? Because I think there's a gem somewhere in this game.
You think so? You over there, man. You digging deep, man. You digging deep, Mo. This is a 7-game slate, man.
You got to do that on a 7-game slate, bro. You got to get that guy that's like 3% owned that scores 30 points.
Man.
You know.
I don't know if I can get there, man. I'm gonna be waiting for you to drop that gem in the VIP later on, man.
Oh, I'm gonna come with it, big homie. I'm gonna come with it. Next game we got is gonna be the Phoenix Suns going to Denver to take on the Nuggets. We got Dev Booker at 8.5, a guy that I absolutely love. That dude can shoot, man. He can stroke it, and you get T.J. Warren back probably, which could definitely help take some of that scoring load off of him, make it a little easier for him to maneuver. Tyson Chandler at 4.4. You got Jokic is now priced up to 9.5. Will Barton should be getting a ton of minutes with the homie out. Is because he's still out, right? Jamal Murray. Well, Jamal Murray is a game time decision, so we don't know exactly.
Jamal Murray is most likely not going to play. He's closer to doubtful.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who gets those minutes? I played Malik Beasley last time, trying to get real sneaky and
who are already starting, and try to pick from those guys like a Will Bodner or Gary Harris. Yeah.
Can't you just stack the shit out of a team against Phoenix, man? You got Jokic, you got Harris,
you
Barton.
This is actually the game. Okay, they already have the point total out, 218. That makes sense.
Right.
Denver has been giving it up a lot the past couple games. And, of course, Houston, you can stack up against them. So, yeah, that's the game to stack.
Okay.
That's the game to stack.
Now I do like I like Booker. You've got to like Booker if you talk about stacking this game.
Oh, dude, 60-something points the last time out. Come on.
Yeah, Chandler at 4.4, maybe. T.J. Warren. I want to know the complete status on T.J. Warren here. I think he could be a solid play at 6.4 for the cheap. He's dealing with a back issue, I think. Yeah, he's expected to play and start Friday's game. Yeah, so I think Warren is going to be in play for us. Wilson Chandler at 4.3. Don't really love him. Trey Lyles has kind of tailed off over the last few games. We saw him come out and really get it in.
That's true.
We haven't seen that over the last couple of games. 20.
That's that damn coach.
Yeah, Mike Malone shit, man.
Dude, just leave the rotation the way it is. It's working.
Right.
Why are you changing it? I don't understand. I really don't.
So we got a few going to be the Indiana Pacers and the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Pacers on a second leg of a back-to-back. They were the late game last night. We've got Vic Oladipo priced up to 9.6 in this spot. We've got Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, the highest salary guy for the Lakers at 6.9, and Ingram is dealing with an injury. He is a game-time decision right now. What are some ideas you have about this one? We're probably not going to be getting any Kentavious Caldwell. Yeah, he is out. He is out. Lonzo Ball is out probably. So I mean, what Lakers are we going to get from the damn?
Man, I mean, Josh Hart is looking kind of, yeah, he's looking appealing at 4.5 on FanDuel. I'm not sure his price on DraftKings.
4-6. Yep.
Oh, yeah, right there in the same. He's probably going to be good for the mid-20s. And if it's going to be Josh Hart starting, well, I don't care who it is, Jordan Clarkson, Tyler Ennis, Josh Hart, it doesn't matter. Whoever's going, it doesn't matter. Vic Oladipo, you're paying a premium for him. He's going to have some tired legs.
Right.
But there's no way the Lakers slow this guy down. There's just no way. No way. Darren Collison, this guy has been on the tear. I think he scored another 40 points tonight.
Yo, Collison has been crushing lately, man. He really
if I'm
has.
not mistaken.
Yeah, he's had some decent games.
Okay, so he dropped 30 on FanDuel tonight. I mean, this guy, something is up. Like he's on a hot streak, and I'm just going to continue to ride that wave. So that's a 1-2 punch. Thaddeus Young, I'm looking at you. I'm staring at you, but I don't think I can do it. Even though he came out with a good showing today, dropped 36 against Portland. I mean, 14 rebounds. I can't remember the last time this guy had double-digit rebounds. Am I tripping? Does Thaddeus Young get rebounds like that?
Well, I mean, he should. He should, but he hasn't been playing as well as he has in seasons past. And let's talk about who Thaddeus Young is, man. Thaddeus Young is a fringe player that was on a shitty team, the Brooklyn Nets. Ended up like really breaking out the end of the season, his last season with the Nets. Played so well that he was involved in a trade to the Indiana Pacers. They acquired him, and he's had some decent games there. He's not an all-star caliber. I mean, he's already like a veteran guy. Like this is the good he is now, as good as he's gonna get. So
yeah, man.
So we don't have to like fall too deeply in love with him. But whenever you see him priced, under 6K in a solid rebounding matchup, you gotta give him a look. Honestly, Domantas Sabonis kind of stands out to me too at 6.4
Ooh,
against Brook
Sabonis.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's jumping out to me at 6.4 against Brook Lopez. The one thing that I do worry about is Brook Lopez pulling him away from the basket, trying to shoot that deep shot. But even in that instance, though, Domantas Sabonis can get back to the rim. Like he is a tall, rangy guy, pretty much is a real power forward. He's a stretch four guy. He's not, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not a straight up center. Like he's quick and he can get out there. So I think I like him. As you stated already, with Darren Collison, looks to be usable. He's had some decent games. Vic Oladipo at 9.6. That is a very premium price, but I think I can pay it in this matchup in LA. We got to sort this whole shit out. I like Brandon Ingram at 6.9 if he does play. If Brandon Ingram plays, he's usable in my opinion because I don't know who's going to guard him. Bojan? They're going to put Bojan on him?
Well, you know what? The thing was, now the Bojan, if it's Bojan guarding Brandon Ingram, as Shaq would say, that really is barbecue chicken.
I'm talking about straight barbecue chicken.
I mean, he's gonna eat. I mean, even though if you look at his game log, it really does look concerning. I mean, I know OKC, he rolled his ankle. He could have returned, but I guess they held him out.
Mm-hmm.
And he only 14 minutes in the overtime game against Dallas.
Yeah.
37 San Antonio, then 24, then 30. It's like Walton was messing around with Julius Randle. Now Julius Randle is stable. And now he's, never mind, 23-22 the last game. You don't know who the hell's going to play for the Lakers, bro.
And
you don't know.
And then Kuzma's got like some kind of hand thing, right?
Yeah.
His finger's messed up. So.
Oh, he blew me the last slate, man.
Yeah.
So he blew me, bro.
Lakers making it hard. Hard out here for a pimp. Lakers making it hard, bro.
That's true. So
the rock solid guy for the Lakers that you can kind of count on is one of the most unpredictable motherfuckers in the NBA. It's Julius Randle.
Mm-hmm. So it's like on this 7-game slate, do we just leave him alone?
I don't know. I can't leave him alone.
I don't know.
I can't leave him alone. I just can't leave him alone. I need some of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there. But you know what? There is some value in this game. There
It
is some
is.
value in this game. We just got to dig deep to find it. And I'm sure you're gonna bring the fire. Can't wait.
Well, I just hope they don't get blowed, man, because that would suck. So
You
last
think
game on the
so?
slate.
You think they're gonna get blown out?
I hope not. Because, Indiana's pretty good, man. Only thing is they on the back to back, so maybe you know what I'm saying. But I think Randall's a nice player. I think Randall's good.
Portland just gave him the business.
They did. They did.
Yeah, Portland just gave him the business. Like Nurkic was, right? He was showboating at Oladipo.
They did.
Like Oladipo almost got ejected. He kind of smacked him at the end.
They did. Now, now, we do have one more game on the slate. It is the New York Knicks, my New York Knicks, going to Utah to take on the Jazz. Right off the rip, Donovan Mitchell is jumping
Yes,
out the
sir.
gym to me
Yes,
here.
sir.
Really, Donovan Mitchell is really jumping out the gym to me at 8.1. What's his price over on FanDuel? If he's cheaper on FanDuel, I'm all over that shit.
Look, Donovan Mitchell is 8K.
I'm
I
yeah,
have already hit the padlock on Donovan
yeah.
Mitchell.
Yeah, on FanDuel, I'm locking him in, at 8, I'm locking. I'm on DraftKings too. I like him. Yeah, that's my dude, man. I'm fucking with him all day. Ricky Rubio at 5.3 against shitty Knicks defensive backcourt. Of course, that's a play there. Um, Rudy Gobert is a game time decision. Wait a minute.
Look, I
Uh-oh.
don't care if he plays, bro. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care, man.
No, this is gonna mean something for the other side. Okay, Gobert has missed the past 15 games with a sprained left knee. However, he is probable to make his return Friday against the Knicks. It was reported early in the week that he would be out at least another week. However, he appears to be ahead of schedule, like he was ahead of schedule last time, and like
Mm-hmm.
re-injured himself like in the first
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hate that. So I can't play him, but that does add an element of rim protection that I really did not want to deal with. I was looking at Chris Stapps here. I'm not looking at Chris Stapps anymore.
You know,
At 8.9.
you know what? You know what? I want everybody to stop it right now, including you, Mo. Rudy Gobert is not that defensive presence that people think. Go and check the logs. When Rudy Gobert played DeAndre Jordan, he dropped 40 on him. All right. When Nurkic went against Rudy Gobert, he dropped 45. When Hassan Whiteside went against Gobert, he dropped 47. Now, when Favors came in, Favors was actually shutting these people down.
Okay.
Then here comes Rudy Gobert again. Steven Adams came and dropped 33. John Henson came and dropped 33. Robin Lopez came and dropped 35. So, hey, I am not afraid of Rudy Gobert's defense. I'm really not afraid, especially coming off a hobbled knee that's not probably even fully healed, and they're trying to rush this guy back. You know what? If no one's going to touch Cantor or Kristaps Porzingis, I'm hesitant on FanDuel because he's so freaking expensive, 9.4. But I think I can look at Cantor. Cantor is one of them guys that's going to get down there and he's going to give Gobert the business.
Now,
He might put him out again.
now,
Hey, what you doing back with your bum knee?
I agree and I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay.
Come on. Come on.
First things first. This is sort of a revenge type game for East
Hey.
Cantor. He's familiar with the Utah organization, liked it playing when he was playing there. He's a guy that does do most of his work in the rebounding game, getting putbacks, the dirty work, the grunt work. So I definitely think he is usable. The one thing he does do is he goes to the rim strong.
Yes, he
Now,
does.
now Rudy Gobert, when Rudy Gobert's on the floor, I'm not playing nobody that go to the rim weak like a little bitch, and that's exactly what Kristaps Porzingis does. That
I can't even play him anyway. He's 9.4. I can't touch him.
That's why I don't like Kristaps. Now
Yeah.
I think Cantor's in play. Cantor's in play for me because he's so cheap. And
Yep.
like even if you want to get like real jiggy with it, like even like Kyle O'Quinn at 4.2, or like those are the guys that when they do go to the rim, they will attack the rim. The rim.
And then the one thing that's going to confuse people is they're going to look at Enes Kanter when he played them the last time. But remember, Rudy Gobert's not playing. It was Derek Favors.
Right.
Now, like I said, when Derek Favors was there, he shut down Embiid. He shut down Vooch. He even limited Cousins.
Right.
I mean, Derek Favors was doing the damn thing. But Rudy Gobert, man, don't be afraid to attack this guy. Please don't be afraid.
Okay. And like I said, I can get with it, man. I think Enes Kanter, decent play, 5.8, very cheap. You want to even play some O'Quinn at 4.2. I think that's usable. Jarrett Jack at 4.7 with against Ricky Rubio defense, that could be usable. The only problem with this is the dude is going to slow the game down, bro. Like, dude, if he plays 30 minutes, this is going to be a much slower game than it should be. And that
He's
is,
not gonna play on 30 minutes, man. Not on that knee. No, no,
I hope not. I hope not.
no,
I hope not.
no.
I hope he doesn't play. I hope he doesn't play enough to actually slow the fucking game down, because Donovan Mitchell has that bounce to where he has to get up and down the court, and they're not a half court. They don't have half court guards. They don't. They don't. They have run guards, running. You know what I mean? Like Ricky Rubio, Donovan Mitchell. Those guys need to get out in transition, get the rebound, go. And Rudy
Hmm.
Gobert, man, he slows shit down. So,
He's gonna slow him down. He's gonna. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He is gonna slow him down.
uh,
You're right.
what's Beasley's price on FanDuel? Because he is 6'2" on DraftKings. That's just way too much for me.
Oh, if he's 6'2", yeah, you can play him on FanDuel 5.6.
Okay, oh, see, that's nice. But then Tim Hardaway Jr. Should be back or should be playing. I don't know if he's gonna be starting. They need to stop that Lance Thomas shit and just go ahead and put Tim Hardaway Jr. back in the lineup.
Say it again, Brett. Stop. Just take him out.
Yeah, just stop.
Seriously.
Yeah, stop it.
Ain't nobody playing him at min price. That's why he's still min price.
He's a G League player, man. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So we got Favors at 6.7. Do not forget him.
Nope. Can't forget him.
Because that could be the play. Favors, Donovan Mitchell, maybe some Ricky Rubio. I like Enos Kanter, maybe some Jarrett Jack. And of course, Beasley, we talk about him on from a FanDuel perspective. So we went in, discussed each of the 7 games, broke it down in depth. One thing that I did want to ask the homie about was what you thought about the All-Star, man, about the NBA All-Star stuff and how that worked out. Because let's take a look at the All-Star team and see how that looks, because the starters have been announced. And how do they do this shit again? Like, is it where how do they do this shit again? Like,
Dude,
they're gonna pick teams or something?
I think that's what it is. They've named 2 captains.
Okay.
You have Steph Curry.
Okay.
And you have
James Harden and Kyrie Irving. That's
for you. Do you want to know one thing I just noticed?
What's that?
Where is Russell Westbrook?
I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him.
Oh my goodness.
I'm looking for him, bro.
Westbrook is not a starter?
No, he's not. No, he's not a starter. He's not a starter. And this is the Western Conference front court. They got those players and the Western Conference guards. He is a part of the guards. He's the third. The fan rank is 4th. The player rank is 3rd. The media rank is 3rd. His weighted score is 3.5. So he was behind Curry and James Harden in terms of the guards that made it. Yo, Manu Ginobili is the 4th ranking guard.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, this shit is crazy. That fan vote shit. Yo, Dame Lillard 7th out of all the guards. Klay Thompson, Chris Paul, Manu Ginobili are ahead of Big Game Dame. So Lonzo Ball is 8th. Lonzo Ball is 10th. He's 10th. But he was 6th ahead of Dame Lillard at 8 as far as the fan voting.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. It's going to be a cool All-Star experience. I think we're going to see the dunk contest and all that shit's going to be going on. So the bad thing is we won't have much DFS, NBA DFS that day, but still we get it in. So
I mean, I can't believe they did that to Pope. Like, you got to be kidding me.
yeah, man, he is not a starter, bro. He is not a starter.
Hold up. Did I see
9 drives at 5:30 every day? Once we get all this stuff together, then we huddle up. Well, we go out actually, and we get all the other information that we can around the industry. Then we bring it all back to the shop, to the hive, man. We sit in there and then we chop it up and we come up with our lines and we do our best to take down everything that we can. So if you want to be a part of that, very simple. Go to the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. Upon your paid subscription, 2 ways to do it. $14.99 per month. That's once a month, $14.99. That's 2 punk-ass quarters, a half a cup of coffee, 50 cents a G unit a day will get you full access for a full month, and $119.99 gets you a complete 365 for a complete calendar year. So go ahead and get in there with us, man. Before we go, anything Sam would like to bless us with, man, let us know.
I'm telling you, if you're not in the sweatshop, you are missing out. We have cats that get to the money every day. Every day. We got people taking tournaments What are you waiting for, man?
That's
The
right.
best DFS community, I would say, in the world, period.
That's right. That's right. Let's get it, man. So big thanks to everybody that enjoyed the stream on YouTube. Shout out to you, Sam. Let's go. The number one thing I want y'all to do, man.